battles with no healing. Choose the first Pokemon we sent. They did. Right? Maybe we just one-shot things that worry about. Okay, we don't. But we can certainly enough of that. Just move from let's see what some of these moves do before I get screwed. Doubles if using moves after target. Okay, so I happen to be faster than it, and payback is better. Is there any AI payback? Nope. So payback is done. Ghost. Deals damage equals the user's level. Interesting. So basically, its only good move is its wing attack. It's only really strong moves the wing attack. Fine. Something to electric, rock, and steel. I go back and see what those. We haven't gotten our Granite Cave Challenge yet. We could do just Granite Cave 2, B2F, and Steven here, because we're really only waiting for the Togedemaru. Good chance. So if we can get a rock type. Question is, are any of these rock types? Amara? Essential A. It's rock ice. Oh, is it like if the nature makes it minus? Probably like this. Nature worst. Then nature. It can never outspeed unless it's maxed out in speed. still doesn't have speed, just speed ties. And then stops, which the effect doesn't matter because it's not speed. That's just a not. There's no reason to rock type is good. You have a rock throw here, which does a good chunk. Problem is they both outspeed and out damage. This is actually not bad. Spread here is not the worst. They're not doing that much of a minute. They have the one berry, so Patterson's not really ever able to freeze effectively. Problem is, we assume 3 high hits, 66. Just never kill unless we. Let's hit 24 twice. That's not fair. Ice effect, super effective. It is. Ice is also super. That makes sense. We still don't outspeed though, which is it is good damage. Water Snow doesn't move 18, so it's 40. Vega doesn't move 8, so that's lethal. So we can go Kroga, Fake Out, switch into Spiel. Water Snow. It's basically from no crits. Could Intimidate. Instead of doing this, a bit less. Just range it's better. Absolutely the worst move ever. Why did it say that? Outspeeds. It's funny that Wamper only outspeeds everything because he not only has the max speed IV, but is jolly. It's actually not the worst, but I think we have to take it. Typically outspeeds everything. Just one shots addition at a time. It's just really bad. Your defense is 0. You can always spin over at skill if your defense 31. Just crit still. Oh, and then Dex, how does it get spelled? This Pokemon is statused. His attack is 1x. If this was 1.5x, I think it probably rounds down. So plus 16 is a big 39. Just plus 16. Oh, plus 16. So this is 22. So he's rocking really well. So. Doesn't have damage not going up. Round 3. Level 17, 6 attack. Round 3. Changes to 31. It says right now, just like this numbers of the fucking SPC. It's just like not enough of an effect. That's what it is. 122. And split 24, 26. Versus. It's just like not. It just doesn't change it. That's weird. So Guts literally just doesn't have any effect. I think it actually does 46. It's like this 24 gets replaced with 26. I think is all it does. There's like one extra chance of it doing 2 extra damage. That's crazy. It's insane. Unless I'm mistaken, since like this is the stat, so it's 1.5x. Okay, so Gets just doesn't do anything. Weird. Any other statuses? Poison touch. Battle Spirit just means you can go to sleep, right? Pokemon cannot fall asleep. They have insomnia. Is that different? It's literally just the same ability, just different names. Weird. So, all that to say, we can Rock Throw for pretty likely half its health, because unless it fully lowers, it does 22. We'll take a bit of damage in response. Crits, 15, 19. 57. We do die to a crit unless they low roll, because here it would be 15, 18. If they crit and it's not 50% damage, you get one shot. Not special thing with one attack, right? It's just a so we could go a bit of a safer route, where instead still risk a crit. Which is kind of why I want to start with an intimidate Pokemon. These two. Actually, also, when we start with Bell, we can also throw an attack out. It's pretty nice. Because we can't die. Our lead Pokemon gets damaged, which is maybe probably the next fight. We'll figure that out. We're gonna start with Growlithe. Lower the attack. So assume we don't throw Covet. We switch into Spheal. We can take 2 hits. One of them crits or something. Go around here. Let's see. What up? Is it? So okay, so everything runs down. Okay, good to know. That's what I figured. Oh, so do you know for the back-to-back battle? I assume my first Pokemon just stays the same and everything.
Yep, it starts a new battle, a new 6v3.
Okay. And I don't heal in between, I assume.
Nope.
That's what I figured. Just clarifying. So start here, intimidate. Switch here. 7, 20, 22. So we can get double crit and still be fine. Switch here. Again, we can get double crit, still be fine. Actually, this doesn't even crit, this just does damage you with Wobble. So we just take 17 twice. 32. They always do Nightshade, so we take 17 again. We go down to 18. And they always do Nightshade again. Get Aqua Jet, which is a prio move. Okay, that's pretty good. So we switch here. We switch into Spheal. We get 1 Powder Snow off. Does at least 18. We switch into Concher. We Aurora Beam. Twice. We switch in. We take a Nightshade. Oh, wait. Hold on. Switch and take a Nightshade. Oh, no, we take a Wing Attack, not a Nightshade. Right? Because we're Spheal. They Wing Attack us. Assume it's for 15, so we're at 35. They very like... Oh yeah, they're gonna Wing Attack again. Or Nightshade, either way. Regardless, we're gonna take... We're probably gonna be at 20. Actually could do either. Same difference though, we switch in, we take 15-ish, so we're at... 32. They will always... Nightshade twice. Basically, we get to go Beam Aqua Jet. We low roll everything. We do 50 damage, so we still kill. Okay, perfect. So there's that Pokemon down. Growl for Intim. Which heal and snow. Switch launcher. Plus Aqua Jet for kill. But then I'll have taken 17, so we'll be at 15. They will 100%, or well, rather, let's see who they send in. Interesting. Neither of them one-hit KO. Deals more than it takes. It's a speed tie. Still gonna be the second one. So they'll always switch in Skrelp. There's poison water. And will likely acid, but it could really do anything. Ooh. What's acid do? 1% chance to lower the special defense. Okay, whatever. Poison point and black sludge. Heard. Chill Peps. Okay, who's good into this guy? Is the question. Okay, dark moves, pretty strong it seems. What if I give you the black glasses? Helps a little bit. Use acid after that because it does. Oh, it's not good. Switch here. Your best move is Water Pulse. Go fake out, and I outspeed, so I could go fake out. Oh, cool. Assuming. Fake out beats protect, huh? First turn out, it will always water. Oh, no. What is protect incentive or disincentive? We took an acid. Okay. Does it change anything? No. Fine. Just put an Oranberry on. There's a chance to like lower defense, right? Oh, it lowers their speed. Okay, that's kind of irrelevant here. Problem is that we 3-hit KO. By switching in, we get 3-hit KO. And we die to a crit on the second hit. I have to go for it anyway. Interesting. Just don't have better options is the real problem. Give you the black glasses. Doesn't really help. Pokemon are actually that strong into it. I guess Krogans are our best bet. Hold on. There might be something here. If I self-inflict... It's only a +1 though. Based on this AI document, it doesn't seem like there's any way to like 100% bait out protect. Because it can only get +1 is what I'm seeing. There's no additional pluses. So then any of its highest damaging moves can roll an 8. So there's never a 100% chance that it goes protect. I can only make it an 80% chance that it. Oh, actually, it's smaller because all the moves. Right? Oh no, only one move rolls it. Really, puppies? Yeah, I'm gonna force. I can just make it likely that they protect. Which is not ideal. So I kind of just have to risk a crit on the second hit of Water Pulse exactly. Because if it's the first one, I can have an Oran Berry on. And I will heal. But if it's the second one, I die. Do at speed, so I at least hit once. So I shouldn't wipe, I'll just lose my Krogunk. So switch Krogunk. Because we're here, we're low, we're at like... Sorry, we're at 15. So they can do any of these three. Ideally, they do one of these two. But if they acid, we take 6. So we go to 38. We have a 60-40 chance of Water Pulse versus Protect. Which is pretty bad for our fake out, honestly. Because if they protect into fake out, it's pretty rough.
I don't know why.
No, it's not. It's fine. They protect into fake out. What was that?
Yes, I don't know why, but I've got Sabrina Carpenter stuck in my head, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, what if a dude released a song where the like the catch line was like, "There's another word for it. It's dumb bitch." Like, how much fucking hate that would get. Like, how pissed off people would be.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, she's just a girl, so it's okay. It's cute. Men suck, right?
What's the
She's like
term for
listing
it?
off a bunch of
It's
like derogatory shit, and then she sings "man child."
it's like, isn't it like the reason it's okay is like power dynamic or whatever? It's like that's like why it's fine, because there's a difference in like
It's just because it's okay right now in our current social environment to shit
yeah,
on men.
yeah. Like yeah, like if it was different, then it wouldn't be okay. But since it is what it is, it's okay basically.
You know, yeah, the court of public opinion's okay with it.
Yep.
I think we're still a ways away from people actually being like, maybe we shouldn't shit talk half the population just because.
Okay, so fake out, mudshot, 36. If it all low rolls, it does not kill before we die. If they crit once on either of them, actually. That's actually the interesting thing, is that if we switch into an acid, they crit. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Never mind. Well, actually, it's the same difference, isn't it? They crit on 19. It's 9, 20, 28. They do 28 damage. We go to 10. We go up to 20. Okay, so they just can't double crit, basically. Or high roll. Twice. Chilling. Okay. Yep. Switch Krogunk. Fake out. Mud. Shot. Twice. That should kill this one. We have Tortuga. Pretty good into this guy. Ancient power. Ooh, is ancient? How does ancient? Chance to raise all stats by 1. Ooh. This is bad. This is really bad. The ability solid. Force damage from super effective attacks. Interesting. Interesting. Good to know. What's a ring? Damage taken from a super effective grass type. Good thing I don't have any grass type moves. It should have this. It's really slow. Very nice. Interesting. Launcher's actually my best Pokemon into this. Over speed, right?
Are you talking to me? I don't take allergy medicine.
Why is that even his water type moves deal a lot of damage to my water type Pokemon? Like, what the fuck is that about?
It just does high damage. Here,
Yeah.
even with resisting it, it hits like a truck.
That's disgusting. That's the problem I'm having is like I'm still just like, even when I switch in like a ineffective for an ineffective attack, it still just does 40% of my health. Like,
You know. I haven't even looked at Raleigh this morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, eh. Save that headache for later. New Project Diablo 2 season just started.
Nice.
So I'm leveling up a sorceress. Hardcore solo self-found.
Okay, I'm gonna get some encounters at Granite Cave.
Yeah, you haven't gotten your extra encounter yet? You haven't beaten Camper Gabby?
Oh, I can't beat Camper Gabby. I literally I looked into it. I just cannot beat it.
So I couldn't either. The back-to-back was easier for me.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
That means
I really wouldn't. If you can delay it, I really would not get your Granite Cave encounter until you can get your.
So I looked into it, and I can grab the two parts of it because they don't have Togedemaru rolls, right? So I can grab B2F in Steven's room. Yeah.
Okay, so the reason that you delay is because you can, after Camper Gabby, the encounters he guards one that can have static on it.
Right.
And if it has static on it, it's a coin flip whether or not the Pokemon you encounter is going to be an electric type.
Right.
So it raises Togedemaru's encounter chance from like 5 and 10% up to 50%.
Right.
So
now hear me out.
So what are your
two parts of
the
cave you cannot get Togedemaru. So I should go to those parts now, get my encounters, and then still leave the parts of the cave that I can get Togedemaru in, right?
You only get one Pokemon out of the cave. All 4 levels, you only get one encounter.
Why are they separated in 4 different areas then? That's kind of
because it's 4 different spawn zones.
Oh, I thought I could get 2 of them.
It's Granite Cave across the board, but it's just different spawn zones. It's the same thing as if the patches of grass have different spawn zones on a route, which I believe there are a few that is the case.
They were technically different rooms. Oh.
No, you don't get 4 encounters. You get 1.
Never mind then. I can also get my ancient power and secret power. 'Cause I haven't done that yet.
Hidden power.
Or hidden power, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even really started to cook Brawly with a sack yet. I'm like, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, and I just haven't even started. Because even then, I don't know where the most, what the best sack's gonna be. It's gonna be my birdier. I don't know how I'm gonna use him before I stack him. To get him with the
You're
second
really
round.
robotic, by the way.
You're robotic.
Problem with this though is that I can't be super effective against this Tortuga anyway. I feel like none of these hidden powers or secret powers even help. Although I think secret power has a 30% chance to paralyze or something.
It has a 30% chance to like increase your attacking defense, I think, by 1.
It depends on the terrain, right? So it says causes paralysis on the regular Wi-Fi terrain, which I assume when I face these grunts, it's gonna be the regular terrain.
I don't know.
So then it should be 30% chance for paralysis, which is pretty decent. It's a normal type move against a water rock. Oh, it's half against rock. God damn it. Never mind. Maybe it's still fine, just for a paralysis chance, but
I get castrate on some rings and the amulet. I would be so
restart
happy.
Discord because you're still a full robot.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, it might have been on my end then. 'Cause it looks good now, or sounds good now.
Yeah, we both left and rejoined. I was just talking to myself before you jumped out. I said if I could find rings with castrate on them, I would be so happy.
What on him?
Castrate?
He said castrate.
I mean, remove the space, and that's what it is.
I think a sack might have to be the case for this Tortuga.
You got one.
Bad. Sleep? Outspeed. See if I can get this clauncher in. The clauncher can clutch it up. Let's go here again. These bubble beams should just be normally effective, which means it won't trigger the solid rock ability. double check that just in case. Water on water. Yep, cool. Thankfully, this thing is a special attacker. This thing doesn't have good special defense, which is why it does good damage. Let's see. Okay, I think launches my. So I switch into it. I could take this amount of damage. I'm always faster. We just do a bit of a race and hope not to get crit. But that means I have to change this line a little bit so that Concher's not taking damage. Which I think means that instead of Growlithe, I go for Ekans and Glare on this Murkrow. I guess just hope not to get crit. Actually, if I get crit, I'm still fine. This is exactly high roll plus crit. Okay, so we'll protect the line here just in case I want to go back. So Ekans or Intim plus Glare. Also, I didn't realize in this game until like yesterday was Paralysis minus is 75% speed. Instead of, I think it's 50 normally. So that was interesting. So yeah, we Glare here. Switch to Steel. They're at 40s, they're at 10s, and now we outspeed it. Which does make payback a bit better. Got the 100% payback. Oh, and it does so much damage. What the hell? Changes the entire line. What is Dark weakened to? Fighting, Dark, and Fairy.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Ryan?
Have you? What's up? Have you eaten yet, Connor?
No.
Are you hungry?
I could eat. What are you getting?
I was thinking about stopping by Whataburger.
Okay.
Do you want Whataburger?
I could eat Whataburger.
All right, text me what you want.
Okay.
All right, look.
Thank you.
Berry. I can't glare it. I can, but then it just eats the one berry. Love it. So that's actually really good. So realistically, we'll have taken exactly 45 damage and be at 10 health. So swing attack. Switch it here. It's 2. Taking 12 actually, so we'll be at 33. Have it. Goes 22 to 24. Three times. So the hit one's 18, 28. Again, 13, we cut it. Faster, so we don't actually kill. So we high roll twice, or hit the 50-50 twice. You'll be able to tank 4 hits. Just can't do it. We can only take 3. We'll switch into something else for the kill. We switch into Monferno, who will take 15, down to 33. Faster. Anything with see a one-hit KO here. Should always switch in Squelch to Water Pulse. Kill. And faster.
or just get used to this whole inside. It still does this crazy rolling, flopping around like a fish. Yeah, fun for you. That's cool. I'm just starting to bring the cats in more and more as the weather gets the way it does. This time of year, time to get them used to this being.
So, you trying to well, man, don't play the role, but I light up the
You're watching it over there.
out broke. I could be wrong. I'm a stone.
Just Instagram, just scrolling.
Yeah, double white still kills. Below. Switch into here. Take 30, we outspeed. We just kind of hopefully get there. Yes. That's already. Speed. I'm disabling those. Fuck that.
Hey, I paid. I want what I paid for.
Too bad. I'm a scammer.
I want.
Get
I got a
fucked.
posture check and push-ups coming my way.
I'll do the posture check, but I ain't doing push-ups. Problem is, this line. My Growlithe is hurt. My Horsey is hurt. My Carvana is hurt. And my Clauncher would be hurt. And then I have to face the next person.
My best piece of advice to give to you is try and beat the first trainer with as minimal Pokemon as possible.
I can't.
That way you're
That's
that
the
way you have
problem.
as many healthy ones as you can going into the next fight.
I'm just trying to find the line that works in the first place. I'm having trouble doing that. Let alone least amount of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm a stone.
Might just be like a bad run. I might just need to restart just to get a better box.
Sounds like quitter talk.
I don't know, you should
You
take a
gotta
look at
keep
these stats.
trying.
Just take a look at these stats. A lot of my Pokemon do like 15% damage.
Oh, bro, I know. I'm chilling at 30 attempts over here.
This is rough.
I would definitely try everything you can without before you just give up.
Well,
Like,
no, I know, but I'm just
actually
saying, like, this, I might not have a line.
You're gonna benefit. You might not, but you should still try, and you're gonna benefit from the experience.
I'm not saying I'm actually gonna give up. I'm just saying, like, this might just be a lost
Okay,
cause.
okay.
Shot is actually pretty good. This is merciless.
All right, even though we're in a competition, I'll full screen and see if I can help.
Boom attacks are critical hits if the target is poisoned. Okay, this guy can't get poisoned, so that's good. We have... What are these moves? Soak and Baneful Bunker. Changes target's type to water. Interesting. Baneful Bunker protects from moves. Contact poison.
Let's protect that poisons.
Making contact just become poison. There's not even a chance. That's pretty good. I mean, at least Mudshot isn't a contact move. But I'd want to fake out first. I guess I just don't fake out first if I send him in. All right, so here's let me show you the previous training. Yeah, let me run through some of the options I have here. So they send out Murkrow first, obviously. Is Dark Flying, and basically is just always going to wing attack. So I have Monferno, who's my only Pokemon that outspeeds, but can get one shot by the wing attack. Pretty decently too. Like it's a large portion. It's not just like the high roll one shots. Like a large portion of the attack with just one shots. So Monferno I can just send out and try to kill. That's just not an option. We have Growlithe. I can 2-hit KO, but so can they. Actually, I do Intimidate, so it's less likely. So Growlithe can effectively deal with the Murkrow by itself. However, my Covet is kind of unlikely to 2-hit KO. It'll likely take 3 hits to KO, and they move faster, so they're gonna get 3 hits in first. So if any of them are crits, then I just die.
Yeah, I mean that's
so that's 3 hits. That's a 3 out of 16 to that I just lose my Growlithe. And it would take damage the next Pokemon unless I send in Monferno, who's faster, and send an attack with Monferno. So 3 out of 16 chance to lose my Growlithe if I just send him in by himself. There's another option where I throw, which is what I was kind of looking to do. This is what my second line is. You can see on the text here, which is I start with Ekans for Intimidate. I immediately switch into Growlithe for a second Intimidate, which effectively just forces Nightshade from now on. I would take a wing attack, which I assume I take 12 from, so I go to 33. And then I can get 2 Covets off, which won't kill unless I high roll both of them. It's not necessarily high roll, it's like a 50-50 really. So if I hit a 25%er, I will 2-hit KO with Growlithe. But if not, then I basically throw 2 of these, switch into Monferno, I'll take a Nightshade, and then I'll be faster, so I'll just kill it with any move after taking a Nightshade.
So right off rip, I would I was gonna say lead with your Monferno and fake out, and then switch for the Intim.
There's no fake out on Monferno.
Who had your fake out?
Krogunk.
Krogunk.
Yeah, let's put this back at 0. So if I don't Intimidate, they just have 1
so
KO.
okay, so does anything take wing attack well? Does Rickety take wing attack well?
No. That's the problem. Everything. I think it does 50% into everything. Let me look.
Okay, which is not necessarily an issue, but it doesn't bait a new move, so you're in the same position that you were in to begin with.
Okay. Spheal takes up to 40%, 47% from.
But you're still baiting a wing attack, which you don't want.
Right. That's the problem with this moveset, is that unless you force a Nightshade, the wing attack is just always the best move. Which the only way you force Nightshade is with Intimidate.
Not as something quad resist swing attack.
I don't have anything that does that. The only thing that could do that, like quad resist
What about
swing attack,
Poochyena?
actually nothing electric. I don't have any electric. I don't have any rock, and I don't have any steel. So I can never quad resist wing attack.
Yeah, and you can go get a steel type from Granite Cave.
Which is what I thought I could do initially, was get 2 Pokemon first, wait for the turn.
No, you can't.
Yeah, Poochyena is 2-hit KO'd by wing attack. It doesn't have Intimidate, so it doesn't fix that either.
Yeah, it gets Intimidate after it evolves.
Does it?
Yeah. What about putting it to sleep?
It has Lumberry and Insomnia. So it doesn't even need the Lumberry. That was the other thing too. Is that yeah, it's a lumberry, so I can't like,
Okay,
go for a
okay.
poison or glare to paralyze. I was thinking about doing a glare line, and that just doesn't work.
What about if you stack Poochyena, you get 2 baby doll eyes and it's at -2 attack.
I get 1 baby doll eye in because I get 2 hit KO'd, and it outspeeds me.
Baby doll eyes goes before the opponent attacks.
Okay. Lowers our attack by 1 stage, so it's basically just intimidate. Right. It's intimidate with priority.
It's intimidate with priority, but it also eats your move slot. And this is just spitballing, but start writing
Sure.
a new line for this. Yeah.
So we give it -1 the first time, and it goes first. So then and we do -2.
I would just say it's -2 and you sack Poochyena. If you can get it -3, that's gravy.
So what's the benefit of doing -2 and losing Poochyena versus doing -2 and Growlithe being low?
You have 5 healthy Pokemon. You gain the tempo of coming in with a faster Pokemon that hits hard. So look at your Monferno.
Well, so we don't have 5 healthy Pokemon because someone's gonna take a hit when we switch in. Actually, we don't take a hit, but it still outspeeds.
Yeah,
It does still outspeed
That's
everything but Monferno.
okay. That's what I'm saying. So compare your Monferno.
Okay.
You do 2 low sweeps at -2. You take. You're gonna take 1 wing attack. Let's say you get lucky, or you don't get unlucky rather, and you do get 3 baby doll eyes in. What's it look like at -3? You don't need to switch back to Poochyena. Yeah, just -3. Okay, so that's like best case scenario. You're taking a high roll 50% wing attack on your Monferno for the kill, who's at 50% health now, and you have to deal with 2 more Pokemon.
Yep. And this is the trade-off.
And
Growlithe
if
being
you do
low.
it, this you don't, your Growlithe isn't low. You also, in this scenario, you get to control the tempo even better in the second battle because you get to pick a different lead Pokemon. You can have whatever Pokemon you want in your second slot, so you can plan the second battle completely from scratch with a new lead Pokemon.
That's actually a good point about strategizing a death on the first slot Pokemon. It is interesting.
Just plan it out. Just for.
Yeah.
So let's say you're in worst case scenario. You only get 2 baby doll eyes in.
The same difference. I take it roughly 50% from the wing attack.
Okay, so write all this down. Put it in your notes. Just work it through it. Just
2x
do the thought
baby
experiment.
doll. Inferno kill with 50% HP. They have, so now he has 50% roughly. Let's say he has a little bit more just in case that changes things, like 28.
I would plan for almost worst case. I wouldn't plan for every move to crit, but I would say about 50% is a good place to plan from.
Either way, they always send in Skrelp because it sees a 1-hit KO, and they're not going to outspeed, so it'll just be Skrelp because it's party order.
So it's baiting water pulse.
Yep. Let's try and look into anything that does good damage. Carvanha's
Does anything
decent.
have HP grass?
Is that?
Does any of them have HP grass?
Nope. I don't have any grass type moves, nor any ability to get HP grass. You can't see it on the screen, but yeah, none of them get HP grass.
Yeah.
I could get HP electric on Poochyena.
But he's sacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is hidden power.
So
too,
go back
actually.
to the cal.
It's a normal type move with 60, but I see varies type. Oh, based on the user's IVs.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was IVs.
Based on the
that does
special
it.
attack I've used.
So that is interesting because what it could do is like I could, if I have to, use my heart scale.
I wouldn't go there yet. Let's.
I know,
look at
but
your
it's just an interesting thought.
Okay, let's get back in the calc real quick.
So I've been going to Krogunk to deal with the Skrelp so far. It seems like the best shot.
So, hold
Go
on. Your Krogunk's in a much. Go ahead and put Poochyena up on the team slot for your first Pokemon.
see.
So that's how you know which Pokemon you're using. So go ahead and put Monferno. You're baiting Water Pulse. I almost wonder if you just bait it into something to then bait another move to then get it on Krogunk. Because like water, yeah, bait like acid into Krogunk if you can.
Switch into all the same. It's like it's a less than 50% chance of acid. It could be either toxic or protect, which also are both fine.
So I mean your Clauncher guarantee baits in an acid. It doesn't take too much damage.
All the water
from the
type
water.
are roughly the same. Oh, I guess Horsey takes a lot of damage from it. Acid and Water Pulse still. Spiel is not bad. So we just say we do Spiel. It doesn't really matter. Clauncher Spiel. And then we
Is
switch.
Spiel but hold on. What's gonna put you in a better position for later?
I don't know yet. We'll
What-
figure it out.
what-
We'll replace it later.
Well,
is what I'm saying. Once we figure out which
Okay.
water
I was
Pokemon
gonna
we
say,
want.
I was gonna say let's just look at the move sets and everything, but
We'll just figure it out later. This is just
so-
a temporary slot for a water type.
and then you switch into
Switch
Krogunk.
into Krogunk, who takes an acid for 13 to 15%, and then they'll start water pulsing after or protecting. So I get to go fake out into Mud Shot twice for probably a kill.
Yep.
Does water pulse have any secondary effects?
It can confuse.
20% chance to confuse. That would be really bad. But we're not going to play around that because we can't. So, yeah, we just do fake out double Mud Shot.
You can play around it. You use a Lumberry or something. Or Pecha Berry or
I think we need
whatever
the
it is you have.
Oranberry, unfortunately. We'll see. Regardless, I'll figure that. I'll calc that part of it out later.
Yep.
This is probably what
Yep.
it is. Krogunk, fake out double Mud Shot. So let me do this. Switch to water type for pulse. Switch to Krogunk for kill. All right, and then he'll be at like roughly this acid plus double water pulse. 19, 6.
You only take
So-
one water pulse.
Right. It's 1 to 2 water pulses. Depends on if Mud Shot does 2 hit KO. Does
You're-
KO onto 2.
Fake out.
They got does
Plus-
6 to 7. 2 18s is 36. So
That's such bad luck. That would be such bad luck. I would say fake out and 2 Mudshot kills. But I mean, it's a possibility it doesn't. So.
we'll count as if
Up to
we only
you.
take 1 water pulse, sure. So then 19 plus 6 is 25. So we're at just under 50% HP. So like we're at like 45% HP.
And then comes out Tortuga.
Tortuga comes out. Who can throw likely Brine, but potentially Mud Shot. So we can switch back to Sfeel, who takes the Brine, and then baits out Ancient Power, but that doesn't really help at all. This is where Clauncher kind of comes in clutch. I think Clauncher can actually deal with the Tortuga. It would take a Brine or Mud Shot first, ideally Mud Shot, unless it lowers the special defense. That would kind of suck. But potentially Brine. We do outspeed. Oh, we're at 40. And then it just like has a 60-40 between Ancient Power and Mud Shot. We outspeed. We probably 3-hit KO with Double Beam. So we need the Oranberry.
On Clauncher.
What's that?
On Clauncher.
What
At this
about
point,
on Clauncher?
Croagunk. You said on Clauncher you're gonna need the Oranberry. You say at this point, Croagunk, you could still do.
Yeah.
Petra-
Actually, this does not necessarily work because when we switch into the water type, we do take a water pulse, which will deal probably 7. So this will be at 42 when it switches in, and we'll take either Brine or Mud Shot. Worst case is Mud Shot at 9, so we go to 33 before we get to move, and then it's gonna keep Ancient Powering or Mud Shotting, and we 3-hit KO that at speed, so we have to tank 3 hits of something. If they Ancient Power 3 times at 13 each time, that's 39 damage. So we need an Oranberry and not to get crit. And then we're at like very low HP. We're at like about 5 to 10%. We'll say 5%. That's roughly the best. That's roughly this line. Roughly, we can try to optimize a little bit. But basically, Poochyena dies. Monferno's at 50% HP. Croagunk's at 50% HP. Clauncher's at 5% HP. So 1 dead, 250, 1 5. And potentially extra deaths if we get any crits in there. Actually, Croagunk would be just low. Monferno would be just low. Clauncher would die if we get crit. Yeah. That is a line we can take. Cherry's the one that for confused, right? Actually, do I have the confused berry? I might not even have the confused berry.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, I don't even have the confused berry.
Did you talk to the old lady?
Who?
The old lady next to the berries outside the woods. She also gives you a berry. I think that's
talk
the
to her.
Petra berry. Thank you, Ryan. You get a drink, or you need one? Yeah.
Okay. So if Poochyena learns Hidden Power Electric, let's see what happens.
I was just playing Diablo 2 last night.
What was that?
I said Shroud was playing Diablo 2 last night.
Sick.
Rolls like, who's even playing? I'm like, bro. I'm like, everybody.
Why is nowhere telling me what IV gives which hidden power? I can't find it.
Oh.
Hidden power calculator.
I think it's based on the special attack IV.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out like what special attack gives which hidden power. Wait, I think this is what I'm looking for. Okay, here it goes. The formula to calculate hidden power is, oh my god, what is this? It's literally, no, it is a function of all of your IVs. That's crazy. Insane.
I'm with you, fucker. Pressure temp. Just want it. See what happens.
I want to see if I
Do
can
it for
figure
the
it out.
content.
Because
Do it for the content.
the thing is too is like I always at least try it because I can crit and make stuff.
I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying
Okay,
quit and start a new equip right now. I'm saying just fuck it, go run it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't plan a bullshit line, but like don't sit here and stress for the next 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It would be really cool to like get past this with this shitty box. It'd be kind of fun to like find a line from this. I think there might be something with hidden power and a heart scale. Actually, what can a heart scale do for me exactly? Let's see.
Learn to move. Raise an IV to max. That's it.
You can change nature too.
That costs 3.
Cost 3. Oh. It's only remember a move. It's not like teach a move.
There are moves that you can only learn from that.
Oh really? So if I do remember a move, if I say yes here, do I lock into getting a hard skill or can I back out still?
I think you can still back out. I don't know though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it then, just in case.
I mean, you've got 2.
Do I have 2? Oh, yeah, I should
should.
have 2. All right. So
Which
this
one
one's
did you
on-
get? The one outside of Mr. Briney's house or the one at Duford?
The one outside of whatever his house is.
Okay, well, there's one in Duford and the Lone Rock by itself between the 2 fishermen.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Forget this rock blast here too that I could try to. Rock blast hits 2 to 5 times the 25 power rock move. So it hits for 50 plus. If it hits 3 times, it hits for 75. Let's speak to rock again. Start. I think this guy's weak to rock, isn't it? Let's see, rock. Air, ice. Yeah, flying is weak. So I can teach something rock blast maybe to deal with this Murkrow a little better. Then you have Rock Blast. What does that look like? I mean, 3 hits, it does 40%. Yeah. What the HP looks like for this one. This lot. Ekans and Tim. So wing attack, I switch into Growlithe, who Tim's. Takes a wing attack for very little. Nightshade, oh yeah, and then Monferno takes exactly 15. 2, 3. So it's 9%. Switch to Horsey. Takes a Water Pulse. I Leer to lower defense. I'll take 2 Water Pulses, so I probably take 28. Switch to Carvana, who takes... It's likely gonna take an ass. Oh. No, it's the Water Pulse and then Acid. So Water Pulse will do 14, so it's 24. Then we take an Acid that does 19. So we're at 5. 13%. Then it's 50-50 between those two. We switch into Carvana, who can take... Ooh. Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, defense is lower. Yeah. Double bite, but we're gonna be low. Take 1 acid. It's just 22, so we're at 25. And they're not gonna do anything else. Take it again, 22. So go 3. So we're at 6%. Switch into this guy, who will always Aqua Jet. Just use a quick kill. So that means we get to switch into this guy, who takes an Aqua Jet just fine. Speeds. Do about 6, so we're at 43. Switch between Ancient Power and Mud Shot. We just Bubble Beam 3 times for hopefully a kill. Sure. Kill. And he'll be at roughly... We'll take an Aqua Jet, and then let's assume the worst with 3 Ancient Powers at 13 is 39. 8%. This is not assuming any berries. Leo on this Growlithe will take here because it's Ekans into him. They go for Water Pulse. We switch. It's this one. Ekans into him. Go for Wing Attack. We switch into Growlithe. Who into him again. Wing Attack will deal 12. We'll go to 33. Then they'll Nightshade twice. Total 30. So we got a 3 HP. So we're at 7%. Again, no Warren berries. No berries calculated here. So this line, we have 4 low Pokemon and Monferno at 70%. Huh. We keep Ekans in the first slot with this line. So then the next Pokemon, we have Ekans at full HP. Who will Intim? Don't think that necessarily matters. It does not. First turn out, they will never Baneful Bunker, I guess. They will likely be no shock, but can soak. Or doubles if they're poisoned. They do not have poison point instead of merciless. Crits if they're poisoned. Interesting. Oh, but I can't get poisoned, duh. Which is nice. I do outspeed, which is also nice. They don't do that much damage, which is extra nice. If they soak and make me water type, then they have a chance to toxic. I think in reality, what's the chance on bite chain? It is 30% chance. Probably just have to hope that we bite until kill. And flinch a couple times. So, this needs to be either the Black Sledge too, which heals 2 HP each turn, I believe is what I count. So this is dealing an average of, so it's like 9, 9, 10, 10. So it's 38. 9, that's 47. Ugh. I did it like 5 times. I did it 6 times rather. Traps and damage the target for 4 to 5 turns. For 1/8 of his maximum HP. Added down to turn during effect. The targets can switch out. Okay. 4 or 5 turns. Let's assume 4. Causes damage equal 1/8 of his maximum HP. I mean, that's half HP. And base power 15. So that deals a total 26 damage. Deals a total of 26 damage over 4 turns. So then we just need to bite 3 times after that. So it's wrap, bite, bite, bite. Okay. It's wrap, 3x, bite, kill. They'll heal 8 HP. 3 bites will definitely kill. That's 4 turns, taking, let's say, 7 damage. It's 28. So we're at 11. 23%. That. We see either of them outspeed, so they'll just switch into Frillish, who sees a kill with all 3 of the moves. So I'll throw any of them. We got speed. We can bite, hope to crit, and probably just lose our Pokemon. So then this would be a line that Ekans dies. If we have an Oranberry, and we're actually at 21 and 21 instead. Neither of them see a kill. So then they would still send in Frillish. And they would instead Hex. Oh, let's see these. Cursed Body. Okay. If this Pokemon is hit by an attack, 30% chance that move gets disabled. Interesting. Okay. And Hex. Power doubles if the target has a status ailment. Okay, so it's just regular.
This thing just wants to click Sucker Punch so bad.
So we bite and just hope for not a crit. I guess we could have gotten crit by the last person throwing Venoshock 4 times in a row too. So I think either way, this line Ekans just dies. We'll play this out just in case. If Ekans doesn't die, we could just get the kill here. We just have to hit the plus 50% on one of the moves, or flinch. We flinch or hit the plus 50%. Yeah. So Ekans either kills or dies, and kill would be like 1 HP, 1% HP, or dies after 1 bite for 50%. Damage or half. To deal half. Then Whirlipede always comes in. If Ekans is alive, you might still just have to sack it. Okay, abilities, speed boost, items, Rocky Helmet, speed boost. Rocky Helmet. If holder is hit by contact move, attacker loses a 1/6 of its HP. I see. Okay. If we're at 1 HP, it has a 33% chance for any of these moves. Kind of makes sense. It is a bug poison type. Monferno would be at 69%. We outspeed even after the +1. We're at 69%. We would take any of these moves and take potentially 33%. So we go to 36%. Then it, for some reason, has a 75% chance to roll out. Is there any reason why that is? Doubles the each hit. Sure. Depends. I mean, Venoshock could just. Oh, it hardly ever kills. So then Monferno could just 2-hit KO this. Monferno can 2-hit KO. So this is a line that works. Assuming that the worst doesn't happen. There's a potentially better line. for the second one where we don't lose Ekans. I still like the Ekans wrap 3-bite kill on the first Pokemon, but then when Frillish comes in, we can maybe do something. 28% against the Frillish. They sent any of these moves. We haven't picked our 6th Pokemon yet, right? Because this one is doing Ekans, Intim, Growlithe, and Tim Covet twice, Monferno. Oh, this one has Horsey Delir, Carvana, Launcher. So we actually have all 6 Pokemon here. The only healthy Pokemon are Ekans and Monferno. That's right. I think it's the only line. I'm just gonna go for it. Just be like, fuck it.
Fuck yeah!
I think we're in the fuck it stage now.
Truck is calling.
Truck is calling. So now I gotta figure out the berries I want on each Pokemon.
Or
The only
berries,
status-
something.
The only status effects that can happen: poison from the Skrelp. Don't think Horsey ever takes poison move. It's just Carvana that can get poisoned, I believe. So we switch in Carvana. Okay, how does this work again? So there will always Water Pulse the Horsey, which will deal roughly 14 damage. So we're at 24. They have a 60-40% to acid or toxic, but that does not matter because this Horsey is going to get switched out after anyway, regardless of what happens. And then, so this one doesn't, we don't really care if it gets poisoned, basically. We switch into Carvana, who will take, oh wait, first this happens. If we're poisoned, they probably don't toxic again, so let's just assume they acid after the fact. So Carvana will take an acid for about 22, so we'll be at 35. They have a 60-40 chance to acid or toxic, so we probably want the poison berry here. But we could want the Oran Berry instead to play around a crit. I think I'd rather have the Oran Berry. So we still don't need the poison here. He's supposed to kill. And then Clon Sugar is supposed to kill the Tortuga, who I don't think can ever do a status effect. And then the next trainer, I don't think... Oh, the first one will never poison Ekans, so we don't need it there. The second one... Ooh, I don't think it ever shockwaves either, so no status team there. And then there's a chance of, oh, this is where it's interesting. The third guy, if Ekans is at 1%. Oh, that's right, we're sacking the Ekans in this case. Because we're saying Ekans is at 1%. We bite to deal half damage. We could switch into Monferno, who's at 69%. Takes one of these 3 moves. So we could save Ekans. Ekans will also have an Oran Berry, so let's see. But basically, this Poison Tail poison, it probably can. High crit ratio, 10% chance of poison. High crit ratio is interesting.
Yeah, for high crit ratio stuff, I would always just calculate a crit.
Interesting. It's a random one of these moves, Venoshock, Poison Tail, Pin Missile, but if Pin Missile or if Poison Tail does crit at 15, that's +7, so that's 22 damage. So we would go to 11. This is not counting an Oran Berry, that would raise us up. Let's say we had an Oran Berry, we go up to 21 health. We're at 44%. Nothing KOs guaranteed. We do outspeed because it'll be +1. The following turn will be +2. Oh, but then it outspeeds the second turn, but we... Oh, Mach Punch doesn't do anything. Interesting. So we're not allowed to switch into Monferno with this line. We have to let Ekans die. Or else the Monferno dies. I think I'd rather have my Monferno than Ekans, unfortunately. Although the extra Intimidate is really big. But this Ekans just hasn't really been hitting hard enough. Alright, so... Monferno then doesn't need an Oran. Well, it probably needs an Oran Berry in case of a crit. So, yeah, everything just has an Oran Berry. We go for this line. We're gonna send it.
Go player shit.
Launcher. Don't need Spiel. It's sad that Krogunk doesn't have a spot here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the problem with this the problem with this line is that we have to use our entire all 6 slots for the first trainer.
Yeah, it's not really.
Okay, wait. Actually, okay. I lied. We're gonna try the losing Poochyena line instead. We're gonna calc this really quick. We're gonna see if we can. Because what if I lose Poochyena instead, and then we have more slots? We start with Poochyena. We do the baby doll eyes thing. Monferno kills with about 50% HP. Switch to a water type for pulse. Water pulse from the Skrelp. Then we switch to Krogunk right after. We don't have cherry berries, so we can't do that. So we might just get confused, which would probably be a wipe. We switch to Krogunk, who takes an acid for 6. So we're at 38. Then they're going to water pulse. They are not faster than us. They could protect. Basically, we'll just go fake out triple mud shot. Faster speed. Hopefully they don't crit. Even if they do crit, if they low roll, we're fine. We said kill will be at 45%. That doesn't seem right. Because we take this, we outspeed, so we mud shot. Oh, that's right. We were saying it was fake out mud shot. They never. We're saying we only take 1 water pulse. That's why. But if they protect the fake out, then we take 2 water pulses. I'm gonna say it's either.
It's not their first turn, is it?
It's not their first turn. Because we're switching into a water pulse. Or sorry, we're switching into an acid, not water pulse. So Krogunk will either be at 45% or take an extra 19. Which means we'll be at 10. Because we'll put an Oran Berry on him. He's either at 45 or 23. Actually, that means he's either at 55. Because we're going to say that Oran Berry triggers regardless. He's either at 55 or 23. Depending on whether or not they protect the fake out. Then we say we switch to Clauncher for here. Oran trigger. So then this, we lose Poochyena. Monferno's at 50%. The water type takes a pulse, which does very little, hopefully. Actually, let's see who takes it the best. Spiel takes it the best. Then this locks in Poochyena, Monferno, Krogunk, Clauncher, and a water type. So we get to have a 6th Pokemon that can be our first send out that we haven't touched at all. That can be our first send out for the next trainer, who is Marini. Honestly, Ekans does kind of a decent job into Marini. Which is cool. Do we have anybody else that does a better job? Wanda? Wanda outspeeds. We'd have to flinch to not die, not to get 2 hit KO'd. Yeah, so Ekans just deals with the best, which is kind of sad. Because I think that line still loses Ekans. We still have a good Pokemon to deal with this Marini anyway, I think is the problem. We could we could assume that they don't either crit or high roll with Venoshock, and then Carvana will 3-hit KO before not dying. Oh, wait, we could have Krogunk. Ooh. No. Krogunk is healthy enough to take a Venoshock that isn't crit. So we can go Fake Out, Mud Shot. We don't get crit. We don't outspeed. So that's kind of sad. So we'd only Fake Out if that were the case. Oh, but it's first turn out. Oh, they don't Baneful Bunker first turn out? Can they not? Is that why? Wait, why does it never Baneful Bunker first turn out? But we're at 23%, we're saying. Need to go Fake Out, potentially Mud Shot, and not lose our Krogunk. He'll be at 1 HP. They're gonna go for a Venoshock. We can switch into... Oh, and this, if it both hit, we deal... likely 25. Oh, they have Black Sludge. What's their Merciless again? So... Krogunk Fake Out plus Mud. And that will deal 25. They're going to heal for 4. So they'll deal 21. So they'll be at 25 HP, which is 54%. When we switch into something, they're going to gain again. So they're going to be at 27 HP once we switch into something. They're going to Venoshock. Our round front should have about 50% HP. Does not deal enough damage, this thing. Second so good into Frillish again. It's Ekans killing the Frillish in the last example. What? Comes in 28%. Oh, right. Saying it either kills because we flinch, or we deal half damage. And Monferno switches in at 50%. Wait, no, this doesn't work. How did I talked as if we were sending this guy in next. That's interesting. Okay. So this line actually just didn't work. Interesting. Who do we have at this point? Oh, Monferno is actually at 69%, not 50%. Doesn't matter. Water Pulse would still kill. So we can't switch in Monferno. We actually lose 2 Pokemon to do this line. We need to switch in something else. This line loses 2 Pokemon, actually. Okay, so let's go back to the Poochyena line. Start here. Progunk. Fake out Mudshot. Hopefully 1 HP. I lost my track. Oh, we don't outspeed, right? We're at 23%. Oh. Fake out Mudshot. We're at very low HP. Like 1 HP, let's say. They will always Venoshock. Burns at 50% HP. They should be at Fake Out plus Mudshot. That is. Oh, right, we were calculating this. We're at 27, right? Yeah, we're at 27. Marini at 27 HP after switch. Out. It's 59%. We still have an extra Pokemon we can use here. Okay, so we just go back to the Ekans then? We should be at full HP because we don't use it for this line, the second line here. We lose Pooch, Monferno's at 50, random water type. So Poochyena, Monferno, water type, Progunk, Clauncher. Progunk's in second slot, so he comes out first. Big out plus Mudshot. We solve our 6th slot, which will now be Ekans in this case. They will Venoshock. We outspeed and we will just keep biting. We'll do. We have to bite 4 times, I think, because they're gonna heal. This is after switch out. So if we say 3 is like 9, 9, 10. That's 28 damage. So yeah, we have to bite 4 times, which means we take 4 Veno shocks. It could soak too on one of those, and then they have a chance to toxic. But we likely just take, let's say we just take 4 Veno shocks, we take 80%, so we're at 20%. Then these both should see a kill. Neither of them outspeed, so they send out Frillish, who has a chance to do any of these 3 moves, which is not good, because if we switch Monferno to Water Pulse, then that's bad. So, first body again. Sure. So we would bite to deal about half HP. Skills Bernini. Deals 50% to Brillish. Then we send in. We have anybody that can deal 50% to this Frillish, do we? Send back in Krogunk, who gets to fake out to 0% because they're ghost type. We have another water type that we haven't picked yet. Could be Spheal or Horsey, neither of which do anything. Oh, or it could be Carvana, right? How much do you take from the Water Pulse? To like 35%. Oh, and then we get to bite for kill. And we're faster. Okay, okay. Carvana kills with bite. And with priority, so we're still at like 60%. Bite could be disabled from this whenever this guy gets sent out. Guaranteed kill with Pin Missile, but it still could Poison Tail or Veno Shock. We do outspeed. We switch Monferno into a Pin Missile. It does very little damage. They Poison Tail, it'll deal 33%, which is not great. This line might have to lose Carvana too then. We lose Carvana. And we bite. We can bite or Water Pulse, really. We get a 2-hit. Oh, we don't get a 2-hit KO because it'll go up 1 speed. We do move faster here. But then they move faster on the second turn. We also take damage from the Rocky Helmet if we Flame Wheel, which is a physical move. That just doesn't work then, does it? So we have Clauncher. We have Krogunk. Still lose Krogunk to go for that line. Jin is dead. Ekans is dead. This line works. I think the first line didn't work either, right? Isn't that what I was figuring out?
That's kind of what it seemed like. Hey, fuck you.
I think I'm just gonna figure this out later and save these notes. Two potential lines. I think maybe it's just like a heart skill usage to make one of these lines work. But I'm a little burnt out now. And probably need to go. I just need to get ready. So
Okay.